feel like what's old is new again. It's so awesome. I feel like we're old school QVC. All right, you guys, I'm really, truly excited about this. From Home Reflections, I'm just gonna say, I think this is one of the most beautiful candles that we've ever done, and Home Reflections is doing such a nice job with candles. This is the oversized blown glass candle. So what you're getting is something, the vessel is all hand blown, and it has this beautiful texture to it. It feels incredible, like very organic. You are getting an 80-ounce candle in the white frosted, the frosted marine, which is like a blue-gray, and then what we're calling sunrise red. That's the color of the hand-blown glass. The fragrances are to die for, and this is under $60 at the birthday surprise price, 4 easy payments of $15. If you are a fragrance snob, say, or you're someone who just has very discriminating taste, you're gonna love this, and you're gonna be mad you didn't get more than one. And I mean that sincerely. Carrie Lachlan is here with us. Home Reflections is always really nice. This though is like, you just stepped up to the most fancy home boutique.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, I will say this multiple times, but Home Reflections is your brand at home. We listen to everything you say, we curate everything and design everything. And one of the things is that you wanted our flamed candles to have more of a throw, more of a scent, really have more of a stature in your home. And we said, okay, we're going to do that. So we started working with boutique candle makers. This is all hand blown, hand poured. The scents are hand curated, and they really are absolutely amazing.
All right, let's go through the scents. Let's start with the frosted white.
So the frosted white, and I love that as we were all coming down the hallway, you could really smell
it. It's so pretty.
So this is going to be your fresh scent. This is going to have those top notes of lemongrass, and then there's a little bit of tardiness with some ginger and lime, and then it's really rounded out and softened with just a touch of rose.
This is if you want your home to smell really clean. Like you just want to walk in, and it just makes me think of like white linens and like a beautiful, just clean space.
I always like to say, if you haven't done that in your house, light that and you'll trick your guests into thinking you did.
And then this is the frosted marine.
So this is the frosted marine. Think of this one like you would at that boutique spa. This is going to have top notes of driftwood, so you're getting a little bit of that musk, and then bottom notes of pink grapefruit.
It's
so when
beautiful.
when you mix those two, it's really refreshing and soothing at the same time.
And then tell me about the sunrise red.
This is summer in a jar. This is your tropical getaway. This is going to have notes of mango, pineapple, coconut milk, just so beautifully balanced, and a little touch of vanilla.
It reminds me of a Wen scent.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let me tell you something. I'm sitting across the studio. It's like a good 200-300 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's a good 200-300 feet. And Chaz, his team is on the other side. I was smelling this and I was like, oh, the Wen team is here.
Yes.
No, it's this.
I have to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you the whole story off camera. I'm so sorry, I can't tell you the name. I just found out that the candle maker that makes these, supplies them to a store where they would be hundreds of dollars. That is the truth. I'm going to tell you the name after, and you're going to say, are you kidding me? We were able to do that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, I believe it. I believe it because they smell
Alberti,
ridiculous.
you grew up with your mom working at one of the fanciest stores in the world.
Yeah.
And you spent your childhood running
literally,
up the...
You know, because I told you, like literally 3 times a week, I'd literally be in that store 3 times a week.
So you have a really good eye for fancy, beautiful, high-end. These could have been in the store where your mom worked when you were growing up.
Hundreds of dollars for one candle. Now, how many wicks are on these?
So we have 10 wicks. This is 80 ounces. It's going to weigh 5 pounds, and then it's an 11-inch diameter and that 3-inch. I say, you know, when we go to gift something, I always want to be really proud to gift something. It is such a gift that you can gift with pride.
The glass, if you feel it, it has a little bit of like it kind of undulates. It is all hand blown.
And can I tell you something? When you're done with this, take all the wax out, use this as like a beautiful tray.
Absolutely.
Use this like put the potting stuff in there and like make a little plant arrangement, a flower arrangement.
Yes,
yes, absolutely.
Can you go over the scents again? And by the way, they all actually play really nicely together. We have them all burning at the same time. So if you wanted to put one upstairs and one downstairs,
this is so beautiful.
It is, I think, one of the highest end candles we've done.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the frosted white. white.
So this is going to have those touches of lemongrass, ginger, lime.
Oh, that's the one
and
I
then-
love.
Yeah, you
I
can
love
smell
that
that
one.
from afar. And then it's rounded
clean
out with
summer.
a little rose. So it's clean. And it also has a little bit, it kind of like jogs your memory back to a nice, beautiful place too. A nice clean house. And then the middle is going to be that driftwood with a little touch of pink grapefruit. So you're getting the warmth of the driftwood, but then that pink
I
grapefruit
know.
kind of
They're
pops it.
so good.
And this is one of my favorite vessels. That coloring is absolutely beautiful. Feels like the beach.
And then here's one. This one's not frosted. It's just called Sunrise Red. And what is the fragrance here?
So this is going to be that tropical drink. Think about walking in the tropics along the beach. You have mango, pineapple, vanilla, and coconut milk, but it's not overwhelming. That's what I always like to point out about all of these scents, because they are so done
Yeah.
so beautifully. Nothing hits you where you're like, oh, that's not hitting me, or it
No.
doesn't feel false.
It's
No.
11 inches in diameter. The whole thing weighs almost 5 pounds of hand-blown glass, beautifully poured wax, and super high-end oils to create these fragrances.
You know what these are also really nice for, by the way? Because the fragrances are really beautiful and because you get 10 wicks, use them dining al fresco.
Yes,
Because you get all the
absolutely.
beautiful light, you get this like
Oh my
heat
gosh,
that
that's a
comes off of it as
beautiful
well.
idea.
But then the scent really does fill the outdoor space.
It really does, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to say it's going to keep the bugs away, but bugs don't like scent.
Well,
So that
lemongrass
always helps.
especially.
Exactly,
Lemongrass.
the lemongrass is an absolute one. And also, even when these are not lit and these are just set down on your coffee table or maybe your kitchen island, or even they're placed into maybe that bathroom, you have that double sink and place.
Beautiful.
You're going to get the throw and the scent even when they're not lit.
Oh, of course.
This has a tremendous amount of throw. The fragrances are so gorgeous, so high-end, and the glass is all hand-blown. So
I'm in love with
truly, Alberti, can you imagine we were able to do this for under $60?
I-
The secret
that's
is
crazy.
we were able to get a very high-end candle maker who makes these like something like this for a store that charges you many times more. They made these for us, same quality, a fraction of the price, 4 easy payments of $15. I think it's amazing. And at that other store, people are paying paying so
a
much
car
more.
payment for
So
that.
you choose by the glass color, right?
Yes.
Frosted white, frosted marine, and sunrise red. And guess what? If you're confused, just get the color of the glass that you like. They all smell
They all smell great.
incredible.
You could go eeny, meeny, miny, mo and be the happiest person in the
They
world.
are really special.
Carrie
Thank
Laughlin,
you so
we love you.
much.
We're going to see you on Saturday
Yes.
with the return of the bamboo sheets.